one of the things that makes the City of U just amazing is the fact that it has been developed. Its soul was built by the people that live here.
I'm Jimmy Bruce, president of Eastern Gateway Community College. We're proud to sponsor this thought-provoking interview series with community leaders who, through perseverance and determination, are being who they want to be and making a difference in the Mahoning Valley.
And I guess having come from the Pittsburgh area, just your opinion on sort of downtown Youngstown and what it is that's going to make a big difference down there. Do you think it is the arts? Do you think it is microbreweries attracting young people? What are your thoughts on that?
So I would say that without a doubt, our arts culture, our arts community have a heavy hand in not only stimulating community interactions and involvement, but also economic interactions and involvement. I always look to the artists to have a good beat on what is necessary to grow a city. That's my arts background, but I've also seen it firsthand in Pittsburgh, and specifically the East Liberty neighborhood and the gentrification that they're going through. The artists are in the storefronts. They are the ones populating the spaces and, having that transformative effect. Youngstown Flea, they're bringing thousands of people every year downtown. And you need to create those attraction points to draw people in. And then once they're here, you need to keep them here. So downtown needs to have the resources, the attractions, the interactivity, and the events to keep people down here and to keep them coming back.
And the riverfront.
And the riverfront is such a huge project, but ultimately beneficial. And it being right next to Covelli, that's going to draw up a lot of interactivity, and it's going to be transformative, and it already is.
Have you been contacted by other communities who want you to come up with a City of U type of branding for them?
I have, actually, and this was rather interesting. So in October 2017, the City of Youngstown and myself received an Ohio Economic Development Association Best of Marketing Award.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yeah, so that recognition and the prestige from that recognition really kicked off the news. Like, hey, Youngstown has this amazing platform, their community is using it, and we want something similar. So in December 2017, I and my partner, who's a Youngstowner, by the way, we developed Plus Public, which is a design research practice that focuses on community and economic development by way of creating new branding, storytelling, and communication platforms. So since that time, in the past year alone, we've had over 24 consultations with communities in northeastern Ohio, in fact, eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania, and a few communities in Michigan and central Pennsylvania.
So the City of U seems like it was really kind of a turning point for you in terms of perhaps your future and maybe doing something you really never thought you would do.
Right, and so ever since 2014, everything that I've been doing for the City of U platform has been totally gratis and free, really. It's been a passion project and real labor of love, and to get that OEDA nomination and award, and now the Governor's Award in the Arts, and then the recognition from the Kennedy Center, it's just been unreal. And I'm hoping that I can, take those successes and the model that I've developed here with City of U and give that benefit to other communities in revival that are looking to revitalize and grow their communities, or even just, eliminate the confusion, develop that self-awareness from within, and then broadcast that out.
One of the communities that's reached out to you is Liberty Township.
Yes.
And so I'm just curious, did you present something to them first, or did they come to you and you started working on an idea?
Actually, so I was approached to do a completely separate, unrelated project. And that project didn't work out, which was fine. But what it did was it allowed me to have a dialogue. And in my in my intermediate graphic design class this past fall, we did a project on creative placemaking. So it's really important for me that my designers understand that yes, they can do print and web-based design work, but they can also have transformative effect in communities utilizing creative placemaking.
And maybe just explain what that is, for example.
So creative placemaking is taking an unused common space, perhaps a blighted space, and creating a unique space where people can organize, can collect, can come together, and that space is charged or activated through the use of art and design. So for example, with the NEA-funded In Place project that myself and 2 others were awarded a few years ago, the In Place project, we helped build the wedge at Hazel Hill. So there's a mini park. We helped build the solar screen, which is a 3D printed concrete sculpture that has solar lights in it. So it works at night and also during the day. Tony Armini's bus shelter right downtown, what came out of that project. So we're able to utilize artists, our ingrown talent, to build permanent, transformative, creative places that bring people together. So that was the idea of the project, and I had a student whom chose Liberty Township, and she lives there, and she walked all around, took photos, and conceptualized what some sculptures would look like in front of their township building, their municipal building. And I took that project to my contact at the township council. He's like, "This is awesome, like come in and talk to us about it." And that's just how it kind of kicked off.
Do you ever, as a creative person, get nervous that you're not going to be able to come up with something like the City of You for one of these potential clients?
No, actually, I don't get nervous at all. First off, this is fun. Like, yeah, it's really hard, very cerebral at times, laborious work, but it's fun. Like, I'm getting to live my passion, and that I can't ask for anything more than that. But one of the things that makes the City of You just amazing is the fact that it has been developed. Its soul was built by the people that live here, that work here, that play here, that invest. They helped me build this thing. I listened, and I was the conduit through which their stories were told, or their opinions. So I share this award, the success of it, with everyone here. But ultimately, the best way to do this type of work is to listen to the community. So that's why with Plus Public, I'm very data and research driven up front. All of that data that we generate and collect is utilized in other grant opportunities and other aspects of government. So for example, I could learn some really unique things about people's thoughts on infrastructure. And then a municipality could write an infrastructure grant to the state or federal government and utilize that content. So there's a lot of repurposing. But ultimately, all of that information is synthesized into line, shape, color, value, texture, design, and we channel that and then create that soul, essentially, that visual style as a result.
The company that you started is a for-profit.
It is a for-profit, yes, but it's actually a B corporation. It's Plus Public is a benefit corporation. So I like to say that a benefit corporation, it has the agility, nimbleness, and flexibility of a for-profit, but it also has the soul and the responsibility and accountability of a nonprofit. So what this allows me to do is do the type of work that I believe in, the type of work that benefits people and communities, but also have the speed and agility to perform the tasks necessary to meet those end goals. Interestingly enough, my contact Denise Bayer, she's our lawyer, she was the one that formalized us, and she's with Harrington Hoppy Mitchell. So we formalized the business technically in Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania, but it started here in Youngstown. And it was important to me that Plus Public's genesis was, its starting point was here in Youngstown.
I'm Jimmy Bruce, president of Eastern Gateway Community College. we're proud to sponsor this thought-provoking interview series with community leaders who, through perseverance and determination, are being who they want to be and making a difference in the Mahoning Valley.